Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
I'm sitting here crying my eyes out because my husband and I just had a big fight. I've got my issues, I'm sensitive and such. And so, what he does? He latches on to that and he picks on that. And I see that as just a small thing of what this whole entire world is going through. And it brought me to the point of thinking about what just happened on our planet. This is just such a small thing, and then when you think of what happened to those little kids at a school because of somebody who went in, and I don't know the whole story, but there's been rumor that this guy went in and shot his mother and then a bunch of kids in a school. I don't know if they knew if it was one person or more than one person. And what it boils down to is that people, and I'm not a psychologist, these are just my imaginings. I imagine that people get so angry or so resentful towards people that they will physically and emotionally harm people at the expense of how bad they feel about their lives. Or something that's going on, or something that you don't live up to their belief system. And so they feel like they need to hurt others. And it's sad. I feel so much right now, and I feel so much pain for those people. This was just an emotional thing that happened to me. This was an emotional thing that happened to me. And all of those families that now have to live with that pain of that physical thing that was done to their kids, to their loved ones, to these adults that got shot. Their families right before Christmas. If only we could all just talk honestly and be empathetic with people. And when I imagine when a serial killer goes on a rampage like that, that empathy switch has been turned off. The world needs more empathy. People to understand what that person is going through that does it before they even get to that point. And then we need people to empathize with what's going on in the world today. Some people don't even care and they just go on about their day. And at the beginning, when I first heard of it, yesterday at the end of the night, I'm really shaky right now, I'm sorry. At the end of the night, when I first heard about it, I have to be honest, I was kind of unshaken about it. Just because you hear so much in the media and you don't know what to believe anymore. And then you realize, oh crap, this is real. This happened to little kids. I have little cousins. And if any of that ever happened to them, I would be a mess. And to just think of these families that are going through that right now, any time of the year, it's gotta be really hard. Just thinking about the type of people who do this kind of thing. There's a lack of love there You know, how can someone turn so stone cold? That they just don't care about the feelings of others. My heart, my thoughts, my prayers go out to those families, to those souls that were lost. May they rest in peace. And my message is that if you see someone hurting, be there for them. Sure, speak your honest words. Be honest with them. If they've done something to hurt you, don't baby them, don't coddle them. But at the same time, have empathy for them and realize that there's something going on. Help those people before it's too late. And if you're someone who can't empathize with people and you're watching this, find a way to be empathetic for people. It's what the world needs. The world needs some love. It needs some empathy. It needs forgiveness. It needs love, like unconditional love. Please, God, universe, hear this call and have the right people hear it. Have as many people that need to hear it so that they can make someone else's life a better place. And having empathy, make your own life a better place. You know, sure, if you get mad at someone, get mad. Get angry, tell your truth if you need to. But to resort to killing people, there is no reason to do that. None. Nobody deserves that. Just please send your thoughts to those families. It's pretty sad when your 10-year-old cousin has to sit there and put on her Facebook status that she heard about 27 people that were killed. What child wants to hear about that stuff? What is this world coming to? That the children of today can't even relax. And I don't know if I was sheltered or what, but I don't remember. And I'm not saying none of this stuff happened, because it did, but I don't remember the news and it being everywhere and broadcasting so much that I feared for my own life. I can only imagine the fear going through my little cousins' heads now as they go back to school on Monday. People, wake up and be there for one another. Don't let everything you're going through get in the way of connections with those important people in your life. Give people the time of day. Give people your love. Give people your thoughts. And that is what we all deserve. We all deserve each other's love, thoughts, companionship. None of this, I'm going to ignore you because I despise something you said. Life is too short. And something like that shows us that life is way too short to sit there and cast people out of your lives. I've done it. I've done it before. I'm no longer casting anybody out of my life because I know how it feels to be cast out. And the more you get cast out, things like that start to happen. You start to feel lonely. You start to feel negative thoughts, I imagine. And then you go into such a deep, dark place. If you're capable of something so sinister like that. And then you take havoc on the world. And that is just not fair. So do your part to keep people in love instead of in hate. We're all here for each other. It's not dog eat dog, one man for one man. It's all of us for all of us. One man for one man or one woman for one woman. We are here for each other. None of this love yourself before you can love anybody else. That's when you start putting people to the sidelines and those people don't get your love. Why don't they deserve your love? Why don't they deserve it? What is in you that thinks that they do not deserve that? Give people love. Accept love. That's another thing. A lot of people can't accept love. They have trouble accepting because they have trouble trusting. I imagine. And so accept that love that somebody gives you. Pass it along. Pass along love. Please keep the world safe.